In this video, we are going to be analysing HUDI. It is up over 240% coming into the close. Now, the only news I could see on this was that they are looking to move into the clean energy industry. Yes, that's going to be good news. Does that justify 240%? I don't think so. But again, as always, how do we do these analysis on this? So again, these are technical levels. You sometimes want the fundamental news to kind of clear, because again, fundamentals are always going to be the key driver. So we've seen this news come out. Again, yes, we are very, on a technical basis at least, very overbought. But whoever knows, this level could kind of hold being up this kind of percentage. So just be careful if you are looking too short now. Yes, it's overbought, but again, there's a reason it moved this far. Was that all an overreaction? Maybe, but if not, maybe 80s it's kind of new flat ground, or 65 or something like that. And if so, you don't want to be shorting at these highs. So again, maybe just be a bit more careful on something like this, because you don't usually see this kind of move off what I wouldn't call little news, but not the biggest news. I mean, if you saw this come through, yes, a strategic plan to enter the clean energy industry, but is this really going to be 200% increase in the earnings? Probably not. So again, be careful, but we are kind of more bearish on this now, considering we are very overbought, at least looking at it from a technical perspective. So what would be our targets going from here? Again, upwards targets, we have none. Above $65, we are very overbought, so we do have a target to the downside at $65. If we break that, we're looking at 56, 54, going lower would be 47, $40, and that would kind of be our key and final target. Reason that's our key and final target is then we're getting very close to where we gapped from basically yesterday, so around $31, or even today's open of around 35. So really that would just be the safer area to kind of cancel out or kind of pull out of any short position you're in completely. But again, really the key target and the key thing I would be watching out for is $65. The only way I would probably be looking to trade this, just considering how volatile this has been, is really through options. But we can see there is actually no options on HUDI, so probably something I am personally going to be staying away from, just because that is going to make it difficult to trade. One thing as well that was kind of key to note is if you go over to the volume, today's volume was very big. We did do an analysis video on this kind of recently when it was spiking out to these kind of levels, saying we were more short buyers on it. But in comparison, this volume was nothing compared to today. So big volume coming in today, which is definitely surprising, or the difference, should we say, is surprising. I mean, there we were doing about 500,000, if that. Today, over 2.5 million shares traded. So keep an eye on volume, because obviously that is going to be key in showing that it is very active today off this news. So if there's any more announcements around the news of clean energy, just be careful and look to probably play direction. This was a good insight, a kind of a leading indicator in how this stock will react to that similar kind of news. So when you're hearing stuff now about clean energy, it could be a good idea to play direction. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and check out one of these two analysis videos.